What's good? Yo, we're here.
Yo, what's up?
How y'all
It's
feeling?
really love.
What's good?
Coming to you live. We're in a nice studio.
Yeah.
I'm here with the boys. VA bread. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is crazy. We've been talking about this for a little minute.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah,
And it's like
Yeah.
we're finally doing it, bro.
Yeah.
that's facts.
What led us to this point is mad crazy because we've been talking about starting up this podcast for a little minute,
Yeah.
but it's been low key like officially like a year when we actually was trying to get
Bro,
in
a
motion.
year. Like Donda,
A
you
year.
said you said Donda
Yeah.
dated it for you.
Yeah,
It's
so basically what happened was we was talking about this whole idea for a podcast and stuff like this because in our apartment we have these crazy just intellectual
time.
talks.
all the
They're
time.
going for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like we just be like over here just ranting about our lives, just a whole
Type
bunch
shit.
of deep stuff, stuff we got to get off our chest. And it just be lasting so long that like
We
we're just
had
like,
to do it.
Yeah, we're like, this is
Yeah.
natural to us. We got to make
Yeah,
content
yeah.
out of it. We're all on the same page. We all
Yeah.
agree with each
So
other.
we
on certain
here.
Things.
Yeah.
Now,
we're here.
before we go any further, we got to introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I'll start. Jordan Lowe, you know what I'm saying?
I'm really love, man.
I'm Elijah Johnson.
Now, the whole government, bro. You don't got no like aliases like
Let them
And
know.
they gotta go back.
Elijah Johnson.
All right, man.
No,
It's your boy, Pretty Boy Floyd.
yes, sir. That's all I
there you
like.
go.
Yeah.
Pretty boy
Yeah.
Floyd. How original.
Oh.
No,
Nah, I feel like
no.
because we're all in tune, all in line with what we're trying to do, I feel like we got to give the people, we got to let people know what we're doing, like why we're in the city, what we're grinding towards,
Yeah.
dream scenario. So anybody want to start? Or should I start?
I mean, you can start, man.
All right,
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
So I came to the city in 2019. I'm going to keep it very short with y'all. I came to the city in 2019, chasing my dreams. Honestly, I'm a creative. I don't like putting myself in a box. I make my money from doing video, kind of like what you see today. But I make music. I do fashion. Just everything, bro. I just try to wake up, create, do something that'll turn on a light bulb for the masses. That's my goal.
Yeah.
So I'm a full-time firefighter and paramedic. On the side, I'm a male model. Been getting a few gigs here and there. I also have a YouTube channel, Pretty Boy Floyd. I've been running for about 7 years. This nice side hustle, been generating some money. Got 40,000 subscribers on there.
Okay.
So
He had to drop
I've
the
been
number.
getting
in.
up
Shameless
there, you know what I'm
flex.
saying?
Yeah.
So if y'all want to go and follow me, it's your boy Pretty Boy Floyd. I do
Dude.
skincare tips, fitness, diet, nutrition tips, modeling tips, all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a gatekeeper. So
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
I
We
learn,
here.
I share with y'all because I want to help you guys out. If I help you guys out, you guys just help me.
That's a fact.
Your success is my success. So
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
a
I
fact.
feel like we all have that in common. So, I mean, I'm really love. I'm also from VA. Well, we're all actually from VA.
yeah, true.
So that's one thing. We're
We all from
the
Richmond,
same area.
Virginia.
Yeah.
If you heard about it, nice little up and coming city in Virginia. Everyone should visit.
Right.
It's cool. It's a nice little creative hub. But we're all from Richmond, Virginia. I moved up here in 2019 also, which is crazy because me and Lo, we didn't even know each other.
Bro.
Like we knew each other because we grew up in the same area and we were into similar things, but we
Yeah.
never met each other.
Never spoke.
Until we both moved up here around the same time. So we basically had just like stars aligned, basically.
Yeah. And it just
Like,
clicked.
Yeah. So basically I just ran it off a little bit. But I'm over here. I'm a fashion stylist. I work in the fashion. I graduated from VCU, moved here, Down south, there's not much to do for fashion opportunities and stuff like that. So I just moved up here to try to chase a styling dream. I want to be a celebrity stylist at some point, or a stylist, some sort of creative director, because I went to school for it and it's something I'm passionate about. So I do that. But on the side, I also always do improv, comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Like just in general, just creative stuff in general. I'm really into music. We're all really into music
Yeah,
stuff too. So like passionately, like something that I've been really passionate about recently is music. Like I've been getting heavy into it, like music writing, like really understanding.
You making
like,
an album?
music.
Mixtape?
Nah, music writing as in like journalism, bro.
Okay. I
Nah,
thought you was writing
I ain't
songs, bro. I thought
songwriting.
you had bars.
Just
man.
because my name really love don't mean I can say it.
I was about to get you to spit something, what I mean?
Nah, music, right? Like journalism, like
Yeah.
some Anthony Fantano shit, bro, I guess. But he you don't fuck with him. Just kidding.
All right. So now that we got that out the way,
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all, how was your year? Your 2022. Give us like a few goals that you had, and like, did you live up to them? Like, the year's not over, so you still have time.
That's facts.
Like, how do y'all feel?
So I was about to say, we was talking about this the other day. For 2022, I'm not gonna lie to you. I usually, when the new year starts, I'm not the type to really like set concrete goals and like put it down, just because I know the type of person I am, and I'll have like certain things I want to reach. Like I always want to upgrade every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in terms of like putting down a concrete goal, I never really have those. I kind of just, I'm more of an in the moment type of person, but I'm always looking for opportunity to grow, whether it be career wise, creative, passionate, whether it be personal development, personal growth, mental growth, or whatever. I'm always trying to upgrade from last year. But I mean, I guess this year I was just going into it really trying to lock in and wanting to do something creative, want something that I can actually call my own and something I can show for. Because living in New York City, you can do a whole bunch of cool stuff, but at the end of the day, we're all creatives and stuff like that. So I was having the yearning to be like, well, I can't be so much of a creative unless I have some endeavors to show people worth it. Like, yeah, I'm a cool individual. I do things here and there, but it's more behind the scenes type of stuff. Like my jobs are always cool per se. Like I work in retail. So right now I work at Evisu. I used to work at Round 2 and stuff. So it's like little cool jobs here and there, but it's nothing that I can actually call my own like endeavors because I'm usually very inconsistent when it comes to that. I'm trying to work on it. And it's just like, so it's just something for 2022 is just me trying to actually hold myself accountable for trying to start endeavors, but not fully doing it, and just trying to literally cross that path of getting into the creative endeavors that I have, because I have so many all the time, but finding one to really start and go with.
I feel kind of the same way, man. I feel like I always set the bar super, super high for myself. I'm an optimist, bro. Like, I'm going to give it up. I'm an optimist. I always think about the best possible scenario, the best possible thing that could happen. I feel like in a lot of ways, my year seemed like a plateau. Like it seemed like stagnant. Like there's those moments. This is like a life thing for me. Like there's those moments in my life where I feel like things go fast. Like I get a new gig. I get a raise. I get this. I get this. I get that. And it happens very fast. But then there's those long periods of time
when nothing happens.
Maybe something is happening, but I don't feel it. Maybe I'm not grateful. Like we can go deep into that, but it's just like, it seems like a plateau. It seems like I'm stagnant. And that's when the depression comes. That's when self-doubt, imposter
syndrome. Because you felt that high.
Yes.
And now it's like when you're in that plateau, it's like, am I like doing as good? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, like, I mean, we talked about this before, like as an artist, like, it's like waves, bro. Like, it's just like, you're going to have ups and downs, but with statistics, it's just like, as long as it's, has a positive trend, you're good. You're always gonna have those ups and downs.
You're always gonna have like ups and downs. But the thing is, like, you can go up and then go down a little bit. But it's like the steady path is still going upwards. Right. And we always talk about, like, as a creative, you always have like the highs that, like, once you feel that high, like your dopamine goes crazy. Anything like whether it be like feedback, whether it be like actual like numbers, likes, or just comments, or just like getting gigs and stuff like that, you'll hit a high and then you just want that constantly. But the thing is, like, the highs last. Like, as we were saying before, we've said before, like, the highs when you're working in the creative field, or just in general, highs usually only last but for so long. Like, they last, like, probably, like, 30 minutes, like a week. It can last 30 minutes. It can last a week. But then, like, the lows, when you're in the low, you feel
forever.
Like that shit lasts forever.
Forever.
Like, so it's different. So it's just, like, it's always a constant chase of a high. It's funny, though. It's, like, literally pertaining, like, success is a drug, bro. Because like literally pertaining, you're always chasing that high, and the high only lasts 30 minutes. But like you're dreading that whole like 3 months, 4 months where you're in the lows, where you're like feeling nothing's happening, bro. Like you're running in place, like shit like that.
That's a fact that you mentioned. With success, you're always chasing a high, because it's like, we constantly push the goalposts back. We'll have certain goals, we'll get there. Now we want more. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just how we're wired.
But that's life. Like life is pretty much like chasing a carrot on a stick, and I think people don't realize, people are like, I feel like 90% of people's like dream is like, oh, once I get this, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? But like they don't find the process enjoyable, and you have to find the process enjoyable, you know? And what I've come to learn is that success and that high that we feel, or like, when we get like a big gig, or like, like with some really happy, like one of our videos go viral or something like that. What I've come to realize that's a byproduct of your like work that you put in. It's like you have to focus on the things that you can control, and don't focus on the things that you can't control.
That's out of your control.
I cannot control whether a company comes and reaches out to me. I can't control how many views my videos get. I can't control how many people follow me. All I control is my consistency. You know,
Yeah,
how
that's
often
true.
do I work and the amount of effort that I put into my work? How deep do I go into my work? So that is a byproduct. Like the people that contact me, it's a byproduct of like how much I'm working. I remember Chris Rock had said, have you ever noticed if your car breaks down, nobody's going to help you if you're sitting in your car. But if you get out of that car and you start working on it, I promise you, somebody's going to pull over and be like, yo, did you need some help? Like, there's always people out there, you know, whether your car is stuck in the snow or like you need a jump start or something like that. Somebody is going to see that you're trying to work on something and come and try to help you out. And like, you have to have that same mindset. Like when it comes to your art or whatever you're trying to do, is just like, yo, I am going to like put in like as much effort as I can into this right now. And like, you have to work to like make your work undeniable.
Yeah.
Like you have to just make
work
it,
on work.
Yeah.
Like practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Like you have to keep practicing and practicing.
Yeah. Cause it's just like, yo, if you have that mindset, like, you know, like say like if you're a football player, it's just like, you know, if you're second string, like, you know, practice like you want to be first string. Like,
of course,
like
you gotta
put
take
in
extra work. You gotta put in all that stuff. You
whether
be
you
undeniably like I'm a starter.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna make it known that I'm actually
exactly
like, my work is gonna show. Like speak for itself almost.
Yeah, because it's just like, you know, internally, like, you know what you're capable of, you know your potential, but you'll notice throughout your whole life that you have to prove that to other people.
Exactly,
because other people can't see that. You know what I mean?
See, but that's where it gets a little weird for me, because it's like, in a way, if you're doing it to kind of have to prove yourself, now you're seeking validation, and that turns into a slippery slope where now it's like you're playing a dangerous game.
You
where it's
are
like, okay, now you might have started genuine with something, just trying to prove yourself, little friendly competition, but then it turns into, now I'm doing this for likes, now I'm doing this for comments, now I'm doing this for views.
There is a thin line between that, because it's like you have to have enough self-confidence in the vision that God has given you, and you have to have enough confidence to be like, you know what, if nobody else fucks with this and only I fucks with this, you know what I mean? That's fine, because I believe in this, you know what I'm saying? Because throughout your journey, bro, there are going to be very few people that get you, you know, and there's going to be a point where it's like, you know, you might find like one or two people who like get you, you know what I'm saying? But all those other people, they'll only get you when everybody else gets you. Right. They're only going to get you when you start having those massive followings and stuff like that.
They're
you know
not
what
going
I
to
mean?
be there. There's a very few amount of people that's going to be there when like they see you actually in the process struggling. Right. But I get what you say with like consistency is key and stuff like that too. And it's also like when they see you working, because a lot of times like a lot of things, like especially growing up in a smaller city, we'll like blame or have like the excuse of being like, oh, well, I don't have the resources. Right. You know, like, I don't do this. Right. Because I don't have like the production I really want to put. I don't have the resources. I don't have the people, the time. Like, because the city is smaller. And in a city where there's so many resources. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Like, you can create something that's really dope. I brought this up the other day. Like, Issa Rae's a perfect example. She literally like shot a YouTube like show, like very low production on a very small budget. But people fucked with it because they can just see her vision. Like, she just had to do it. Like, she probably felt like she just needed to get this out. She needed something creative to like, you know, to show the world and stuff like that. So she did it. And the fact that she did it, she had people like HBO and like actual like people bigger up saying like, yo, I see the potential in this person. She's working hard. Like, I want to see what she can do with massive production, with like money behind her, with all of this stuff. Yeah. So I think it's like more so consistency, because the more you put in, the more you get out. But not only that, it's just the content.
Pretty much, you know, Alchemist, you know, makes nothing into something. He makes metal into gold. Right. So it's just like, it's the same thing with you as a creative. You have to make the most of what you have. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone. It doesn't matter if you have a red 10K camera. You have to make the most out of it, because God's not going to give you an idea if he knows that you're not able to do it. God's only going to give you an idea if he knows that you have the capabilities to do it. And you'll notice that your ideas don't stop. You know, like, you'll keep on thinking of shit. And that's because now you have the capabilities to execute those ideas right now. So it's just like, everything that you have is like everything that you need. Right. And if you haven't read The Alchemist, it's basically about a boy who's trying to search for this treasure, you know, it's a whole entire story, like the whole book. And towards the end of the book, he finds out that the treasure was literally right where he started.
Like,
so
yeah,
like
it's himself.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes in
I
that
didn't even
book,
read that.
and I'm about to butcher this quote, by the way. It's been a little minute, but it was like, yo, when you really want something, the whole universe like conspires to help.
It
you.
does.
It's like the law of attraction, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Things
if
happen
you over
for
here-
you, not to you.
Yeah, if you over here, and I think that just goes with literally like consistency. Like, the more you work, at the end of the day, it all comes to consistency. Like, if you put out that work, the universe has its way of repaying you, whether it be small things in your life, like whether it be like someone like literally congratulating you, or like an opportunity comes up, or just like in general, something in your life can come back towards you, like moving up in the world, or like seeing that you're putting in this work, and it will reward you in any type of way. So I feel like the example of like the alchemist, like the treasure is back where he started. I feel like we're so busy, especially in this day and age, looking for like what's next, what's next, like how can I move on, how can I be bigger than what is this. I feel like we have to more so focus on the present now, and what we can attain and what we do have.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we're always gonna have ourselves, our mind and stuff like that. So it's like, what can we do in this current moment? We can't always like search for bigger and better things.
Right.
Like this area that we're in is so good, like, and stuff like that. But like 5 weeks later, like, you know, you be in a dopamine, you be like, yo, now I want a bigger, better. Like that's just in this day and age. You're like, yo, this was cool. Like, you literally like, in this day and age, people just want their cake and eat it too. Like, they just like, oh, that's not enough.
Yeah,
you know,
gratitude.
like, that's not enough. They
Gratitude
don't have enough
is a
gratitude.
skill.
Yeah.
Like, gratitude is a skill, bro. I think we talked about this before.
I
Like,
did want to dive into that.
the better problems. Like, yo, there used to be a time where like I wished I was at the place that I'm at currently right now. And you have to really like take a moment and be like, yo, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hit my goal like, yo, like 5 years ago. Like, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna be in New York, or like, yo, I'm gonna do a podcast. I was literally like last year, one of my goals for 2022 was be in New York Fashion Week, and here I am.
And here you
know
are.
what I'm saying? In New York Fashion Week, doing a show.
It is Fashion Week.
So it's just like,
What we got on?
you know, and then
Fit check.
and what are we talking about? Like, back in college, me and Lo, we used to take the fucking Chinese bus to fucking New York, which is like $50, smelly ass bus.
But
you
you
know
love
that
bus, don't lie.
Nah, man. That bus
Roaches
smelled
on
like
the
That's just an
bus.
experience.
Roaches on the bus.
Yeah.
I still take that bus, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
And now
gotta
it's
get to
just
how
like, yo, we can afford flights to New York now that take
Better
like
problems.
hours.
Better
It's better problems.
Better
you know what I'm
problems.
saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, we have enough money now like to do that.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just like the little things. It's just like, you know, think about the stuff that you're stressing about now. You're always gonna have problems. Problems do not go away.
Yeah.
Your problems just get better.
yeah,
you know?
problems just get better, and they like reinvent itself. almost.
Right.
Like, you'll have good problems.
Right.
You know,
right,
and it's just like, it seems like a shitty thing to say when you're just like, when you're explaining your problems to others, if something that you're like busy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like the other day you were like, oh, I'm like, I don't know, your problems were like, but out loud,
they were good.
yeah, out loud, it probably seems to another person like, what is this man stressing for?
But
You're
to you,
like,
but to
yeah,
you, it's the whole world, bro.
internal. You're
It's
like
the
over here
whole
like,
world.
yo, I have to reach this set at this time, and then after this, I have to like
Yeah.
make this business
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
And now, like,
So others
I have
is
to do
like,
all
no
these
big deal.
emails, and
Yeah.
then people are like, bro, this sounds like a dream to me.
Yeah, I
and
know.
they just don't realize it, because when you're in the moment,
but that don't make what you're going through less valid.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's just like,
It-
it's still a problem, and it's
yeah.
it's just a different kind of problem and a different kind of life.
You just
path
need
to
perspective, a
go.
little perspective.
Yeah,
on it.
because
Yeah, perspective,
Yeah.
exactly.
Social media is turning into this thing, and you have to have discipline with it, as everything in life.
yeah,
But you have to
Right.
have a healthy relationship with social media,
Oh.
and that's something that I had to realize, especially when I was doing the motivational videos.
Mhm.
So I like went away, I didn't post them, and then I came back like a few months later, and I had to rebuild a relationship that was a little bit different. So that might have looked like posting and then getting off.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I had to get a second phone. I think I told y'all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to
got
get a second phone to have TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. Well,
Bro.
not YouTube, but
To this-
because YouTube can be educational sometimes.
To this day, notifications turned off. Like I have to open
Yeah.
the app
Right.
to see if somebody
Yeah.
me or like to pick. Like
Yeah.
notifications turned off. I do not need to see that
Yeah.
because it just, I don't know. Man.
Yeah, my social media phone, I try to keep it like away from, like if I'm going out or whatever, like I keep it at the house. I mean,
Right.
like I'll take it to me at work, but like it'll be like in my bag or something like that.
Right.
So it's like I have to go out of my way to look at social media. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not a habit, because every time that I go on Face ID, unlock my phone, boom, I'm going straight to Instagram. You know, it's like
it's a habit.
Yeah.
It's like a habit. Like you
Yeah.
literally like you have any sort of free time or you have like one moment, you literally just on Instagram, just scrolling
and
on
then
TikTok.
after it's
or
like
just
1-2 hours.
Yeah,
gone.
it's just like
Yeah.
it's just like a mindless thing to do in this day and age. And it's crazy now because like we do live in a day and age when we're literally so connected. The world is so connected through this digital thing.
Yeah.
So it's
So
like
connected.
you can feel like you know somebody
Yeah.
because you follow them.
Don't know them at all.
Right. You're
Yeah.
like crazy. You can
Yeah.
feel like you're like, yo, I know this person. Like you can say that out loud. Like there's been people that I've seen out in public, and
Yeah.
I'll literally say to like people I'm with, I'm like, yo, I know this person. And they're like,
Just
oh, for real? I'm like,
capping.
no, I
Yeah,
just follow him on
yeah.
Instagram. You're like, no, I just follow him on Instagram. I don't actually know him.
Yeah.
Or like, I just follow so-and-so on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
Like, I don't actually
Yeah.
know them. We don't know each other.
That's
But,
kind
like,
of
I know
Yeah.
of this person because Instagram.
Mhm.
But like you said, it's crazy because social media is basically like just the highlight of everyone's lives. Like no one is posting on social media like just regular shit. Like you have to post something like cool or content
or
oriented.
the people that post all that depressing stuff is like you don't even want to follow them. It's like,
Well, yeah.
oh, here they
just
go
like-
again.
Yeah, here they go
Here
again.
they
trying
go
to,
again.
Yeah, and then now
trying to
you
off
and I
themselves.
think you know what's crazy? No, actually, you know what's crazy about that though? It's facts. No,
Try to
wait.
hear what I say.
What are you
talking about? Oh, I'm about to off myself.
Whoa, this man trying to get canceled. They out here like talking about their mental health and shit. They
Man,
like,
this is
"Shut
second
up.
time this
Grow
week,
some
bro.
balls." They're like, no, I was gonna say what's crazy about that, feeling like no one's like posting like you said, like people just want to see like good shit on Instagram or like good content, like happy shit, like life goals or whatever. They want to see all of this stuff.
Yeah.
No one wants to see anything like struggling or going to the like depression, you know, shit
Right,
like that. No one really wants to like see that for real. Like you were saying, like people would say, oh, this is kind of like too much in the moment. And I think it's because like it's literally such an escape from reality.
Because that's the main
Yeah,
reason
you
why
don't
like
take-
89% of people are depressed because of social media, because they're not aware of what it's doing and why they're addicted to it.
Right.
But once you become aware of it, and once, you know what I'm saying, you can't solve
aware
a
of
problem
yourself.
if you
Yeah.
don't, you know what I'm saying? You have to you have to you have to pinpoint what the problem is, and then you can attack it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to know what it is, like why do I feel this way? And then become aware of that. 80-90% of people are depressed and, you know, wondering like, oh, it's because of comparison or this and that. I keep on looking at social media and I feel like worse than myself. Like, you have to know why you feel,
And there's
you know,
there's
that
Yeah,
also
the why.
there's also
yeah, the why
people
behind that.
that are aware. Like it doesn't even just stop with self-awareness because there's people that like they know they have a toxic trait and they'll be like, that's just how I am.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't stop there. You have to put
Yeah.
action behind
Yeah,
that
yeah.
awareness.
Right.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Knowing is not enough anymore.
No,
Yeah, it's
no.
not.
Like people, I think a lot of people get so caught up in like, you know, like, oh, I need a therapist, I need a professional, which like, yo, it's fine to like, yeah, I totally agree. Like you should get a therapist, but it's just like, you have to put in the work on your end too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's
Like,
why
you
I
really
tell
do.
people a
They're
lot,
not
like,
going to cure your
therapists-
problems
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Therapists are there to help you unbag a lot of
Right.
stuff that's going on and find the root of the problem. But at the end of the day, it's up to
It
you
is up
to
yeah.
really change
Yes.
within
Right,
yourself.
right.
Like, basically, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink.
Right.
Type of vibe. So it's just like
yeah.
everyone should have a
Yeah.
therapist or just have that person in general just to talk to unpack and stuff. But
Yeah.
you really, it takes that extra step. And it's like
Right.
the biggest step
Right.
to go from within, from actually doing the
Exactly.
change, you know, and do
Exactly.
it consistently. Because like you said, like it takes a lot more than just knowing that. Because motherfucker, I know I'm inconsistent with shit.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But motherfucker, when am I gonna actually start doing?
We're
the
doing
thing?
it now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like
Doing
you
it
know,
now.
like when are we gonna start doing
Yeah.
the change? Like
Not for real.
that's what I'm saying. Like I gotta start being like a preacher. Like anybody can preach. You know, like anybody can be like, oh yeah, I need to do this, or people should do this more. People should do this. But it takes another level to like literally go out there and practice what you preach.
Be about it.
And that's what I find is like what is the hardest thing for me to do. Cause like I'm a mad observant person and I have like great perspectives on a lot of different things. Like I've seen a lot of shit. I like observe it and take it within myself to like really like unpack it, whether it be like, how did I learn from this experience today? Or like, what is this person trying to like, you know, takeaways, good takeaways, bad takeaways. How can I grow from certain things that I see in everyday life and stuff like that? So I just trying to like be here like, all right, I know all this stuff. I have all this stuff within me, like all this like knowledge or whatever
Right.
that I have, all this like stuff that I need to unpack. Now I need to actually take the extra step to unpack it and put it into full fruition. like not just half-ass ideas to have ideas, you know, like anyone can have an idea.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, remember the other day, I was like, anyone can have an idea, bro.
Right.
Like, you can be the richest person in the world in your mind because you have $1 million idea. But the reason why there isn't fucking billionaires walking around is because there's a small amount of people that act upon it.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, like
yeah.
And do it consistently. So
that's
like,
true.
So we talked about social media.
Now
we have to talk about it. We have to get into it.
Talk about what?
Are y'all ready?
What's up?
You ready?
Please don't say no.
Bro, I'm ready.
You looking at me
Let's
mad
do this,
intimate, bro.
Andrew Tate.
No,
Andrew Tate.
get out of here.
I'm serious.
Are you for real?
Yes. Andrew Tate, Kanye West, right? These are two figures who say a lot of controversial things, if you will.
Yeah.
Very frequent posters of the moment. Very talked about. You go on TikTok, you go on Instagram, you're gonna see stuff about them all day long. We find now that a bunch of social media platforms are trying to censor these people. I mean, Andrew Tate just got the ban on TikTok, Instagram. YouTube is acting a little funny with him, like you're not seeing his original content.
No, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it.
Go ahead.
I feel like they're trying to get Kanye too. Like, I wouldn't be surprised in the near future.
Maybe.
Just if he keeps wilding and keeps talking about like the top people, because Kanye's at the top, but there's people above him in like different corporations. I can see it getting to a point where I think they even did suspend his account for a little bit.
Maybe.
So
I can see them definitely trying to like censor him, or like at this point though, Kanye has done so much where it's like almost everything he says is taken with a grain of salt now. Like with social media, because the other day when he went on that long ass rant and posted like 50 things, I got so annoyed, and I just unfollowed him.
Bro, like, to be honest, like Kanye be saying some crazy ass shit, but I gotta be honest, sometimes he be ahead of his time.
He be saying something
because I be like, you know, at first I'd be like, bro, what the fuck is he talking? You know,
and
like
then
that
you be
shit
like,
sound
nah,
crazy.
He got a point.
2 years later, I'd be like, you know, I'm over here on a podcast being like, we're slaves to Apple.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm breaking it down. Yeah. All right, whatever. We're slaves to these big companies. You know, I'm over here acting like Kanye. and at first when I heard Kanye, I'm like, man, this nigga's, you know, the cheese done slid off his cracker. This nigga crazy.
What?
That was the whitest thing I heard this man ever say.
Yeah,
the cheese done slid off his cracker.
No, I get what you're saying though.
You know what I mean? But it's just like, it's just like, yo, this man only has like a short moment of time, like, you know, in interviews and shit like that. It's just like he has to say some off the wall crazy shit that it just sounds like that and just be like, poof, just goes right over your head.
What you were saying, like with the Andrew Tate and Kanye stuff, because I know about Andrew Tate, but I really honestly have not seen a piece of content from him for real, like what he says. Like I just more so hear about him. I haven't really like deep dived into him. I know what he's about and all that type of shit, but I really don't know what like the stuff that he be saying.
All right, imagine the worst thing possible, right? No, this is just an
this
example.
This man is the devil.
Nah. But say it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if he said the worst thing possible.
Right.
Do you feel like platforms should be able to completely erase what this person is doing,
bro?
So you can't say
it is.
So are you basically saying like with Kanye?
Just give me a yes or no.
I'm just trying to
clarify.
So basically, are you trying to say with Kanye and Andrew Tate, are you basically saying like, do you think these social media platforms are platforms that they're given for freedom of speech? Do you think it's okay for them to be taken off of them just because they have opinions that go against the grain?
That is a right, freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I feel like obviously no. Like I feel like they shouldn't be banned. It's up to the people. Literally, it's up to the people. This goes back to like fucking cyberbullying.
But what if all the people are saying we want him gone?
Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I just feel like in general, I mean, that's out of my control, but in general, people shouldn't be filtered on what they say until it starts getting to the point, obviously, where it's like motherfucking hate crimes out. At the end of the day, there is hate crimes. Hate crimes is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't be out here like literally like bashing
so you're saying
people, like shit like that.
Hitler types time.
I mean, I guess, but I mean,
Hitler
like, people
was
should
killing niggas.
No, that's what I mean. Like,
but I'm saying,
like you're saying like that person has to be on some extreme stuff for them.
Yeah,
to
like
be
if you're out here
off.
like disrespecting, like in generalization, Andrew Tate was like being disrespectful about like women and stuff like that, right? Like that's just a generalization of what was going on with him. Like he's just hyper masculine guy that's just like, you know, like always saying some harsh shit about women and stuff like that. I feel like no, he shouldn't be censored just because he says that. I mean, it is an opinion, but I don't like it is opinion, but like
do you feel like keep it short because we're gonna get into it.
We're gonna get into it?
Yeah.
Like
but yes or no, do you feel like
don't cancel
if this person was saying like the worst stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and worst is subjective, but do you feel like platforms should have the ability to remove a person?
No, because I feel like you as an individual needs to be strong enough to have your own personal opinion.
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
else's fucking opinion shouldn't affect you that much that you feel like they need to be off the platform.
Right,
Like,
so-
like grow the fuck up.
no,
Like,
yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
All right,
Hey,
all right,
so
hold
they
on.
said,
What's
yo,
up?
because it
This
doesn't
shit-
matter.
But
Y'all,
like-
y'all about to get me mad.
No,
Y'all about to get me mad.
But
sit
there's
back,
no one
buddy.
in the room but us.
Yo,
Sit
yo,
back,
yo.
buddy.
Yeah, there's no one in the room but us.
Who
Sit
won?
back.
Going on? This man over here,
But,
getting crazy now.
So a lot of people when this occurred, and I even heard you mention it.
What?
A lot of people are like freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But freedom of speech applies in the real world, like in the government. If
In the
if Instagram has terms of service, freedom of speech doesn't apply. Like they can choose
that's
who they
true.
want on
That
there.
is true. That is
like they're
true.
not like
they have
freedom
the
of speech.
terms and agreements.
Freedom of speech means like, yo, we're not gonna throw you in jail. We're not gonna.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct.
So
You can be banned.
so like they can make their own rules for their own platform. You can still say what you want, but consequences is gonna be behind it, which means you're not on our platform anymore.
Right.
So I'm not necessarily mad at Instagram saying this is our terms of service. He went
I'm
against
not mad
it.
either.
You're removed from it. That's fair. You can do what you want on your own platform. But
Mhm.
I do think that I hate cancel culture, and I do feel like people should be able to say what
Yeah,
they want to
fuck that
say
shit.
to a certain extent. Now, me personally, I don't know Instagram's
What?
terms of service.
Yeah.
And I always hear about certain influencers like getting banned for random reasons. And I
Right.
feel like Instagram definitely needs to tighten that up.
Right.
Yeah.
But like on TikTok, for instance, a lot of people were taking Andrew Tate's clips and chopping them up to say certain things, you know, changing it with editing. Andrew Tate doesn't even have a TikTok, but he has like over 1 billion views on TikTok because people are repurposing his content.
Right.
How is he banned on TikTok?
Right.
You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
So
Oh.
it's just, I'm not defending the man. I'm not saying like, yo, what he said was right or wrong. But what I am saying is, yo, the power of editing is real, number one. And number two, people are posting clips from like 5, 6, 7 years ago. If you talk for a living, you're gonna say some bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
Eventually.
Which at the end of the day, that's why I dislike cancel culture, because like a person could say some wild ass shit and some crazy shit from like 7 years ago. That person is not the same person, I guarantee you, from
Right.
7 years ago. Like there has to be growth and change from there. Like if they're a different person and a better person from who they were 7 years ago, what they said 7 years ago should not matter because they worked on changing that part of themselves. So it's just like, why are you canceling a person that honestly low-key does not exist anymore? Like, like especially if they went through an amount of change and growth to like have that side of them disappear and shit like that. For people to like be digging up and stuff like that,
Swag.
digging up and like
Corny.
be like, yo, this person said this like that year ago, like a couple years ago, whatever. Like that's just like, yeah, it's corny and it's just stupid and like the agenda is just behind it is dumb. Like,
How far can you go back? Like,
yeah,
like,
but I think
like
obviously
going back,
you said some wild
if somebody's 25 and you going back 10 years when they're 15, that's a little wild because they're completely different. But say somebody's 35, you go back 5 years when he was 30.
Well, I was just about to say like
Like,
it's
can you
so-
go back that far? And you're like, oh, you
Yeah.
get him out of here for that?
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is why,
I mean,
honestly, I'm just the cancel culture. Is
How
so
far can you go
confusing.
back?
I
Don't
don't know.
dodge the question.
I don't know. I'm literally
How far can you go back? Nigga, how far can you go back?
last week,
They
motherfucker.
can go as far as they want to. That's the crazy
But
part
that's what
about
I'm
it.
saying. It's just like,
But like, what are you gonna be like? Okay, I understand. This person was saying the N-word every day on Twitter, and he's white, and he was saying that 3 years ago, and he's like,
but this
39.
is what I'm
but
He's
what
like
I feel
39.
What I feel like
Pack
as
him up.
as an
But this is what I'm
individual,
saying. I
bro,
don't know.
like you can't be embarrassed of what you used to do. Like you have to
Right.
accept all phases of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
all those phases got to where you are
Yeah,
today.
exactly. You
So
wouldn't be who you
so
are
I
without
can't
that
like
shitty
I
person.
can't be embarrassed about the videos
But what do
that I
you
made years
mean?
ago.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, if you were genuinely wrong, you can't stand on that. Like, yo, that's just how I was.
No.
Nah, you gotta be like, bro, I was genuinely wrong. I messed up.
What I'm saying is, you could be wrong. You could be like, I agree. That was stupid of me to say, this or that.
Right.
But it's you. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, I wish I've never said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But what if you genuinely wish you never said it?
Yeah.
I don't. But I'm saying I'm at a place.
Yeah.
I'm at a place where I'm just like, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? Just gonna stand on everything.
No. I'm not gonna say like, yo,
crazy.
like
he's basically saying he doesn't have regrets, bro.
Yeah. Like I don't have regrets.
He's accepted all parts of himself.
Because
he's reached a higher being. You're not there. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Because it's just like, yo, I know in this moment of time, the shit that I was thinking, I'm doing this shit to the 100% of my capabilities, and I'm doing things to the best that I could do. 5-10 years from now, I might look at this podcast being like, man, I sound dumb as shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably gonna say that shit. But
that's different. That's different.
This is what I'm saying. Like, cancel culture, fuck cancel culture. It's just mad subjective because, of course, like at the end of the day, it comes to who the person is now, what they said, and it's just like, because at the end of the day, you are like, people do change and people do grow, but like there is that core of you, so it's just so subjective. And let's, because you really don't know, especially if it's on social media.
Yeah, and let's keep it.
And a celebrity, you really don't know who they are. We could be praising like I'm gonna just throw out a random name, just like so and so, like someone that's like innocent, like Zendaya, for example. I love you, Zendaya, but like say like everyone views her as like America's sweetheart, basically like everyone like likes her. We really don't know her personally
at all.
We don't know her. She could be a bad person for all we know. Yeah. Only people that actually know her are her friends.
Bro,
I'm pretty sure she's an amazing person.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a stack though. Like you said, like we put
praises on people. Like,
we put people on pedestals. It's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you haven't did anything, if you haven't contributed to society in a cool way, it's like we don't care about you. They were so quick to cancel the baby, get him out of here because we're not even gonna go fully into it, but it's just more so like, even before that happened, everybody was like trying to find a reason to cancel him. And then when he did that, it was like, all right, now we have something. We can pinpoint it. This is why we don't like the baby. Nah, y'all was trying to get him out the way, like, because he was dropping bad records.
Right.
Bad records. But let somebody else do it. Yeah. Let Tom Pop.
But saying, on that topic of like celebrities and them being canceled and shit like that, that's why you have to change your perspective, and that's why gratitude is such a skill, because we're like, we're small creators. We don't have that big of a following.
Right.
We can say some crazy shit. The whole fucking internet's not going to come at us. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
obviously, you've been going crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so
it's unlikely.
You don't care about being canceled?
Huh? I don't give a fuck.
No.
Because, no. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I don't give a fuck. No, I'm going to tell you why I don't give a fuck.
What? The camera angles. Get back.
What's up?
What's up?
Where am I at? Where am I at?
This is not our studio.
This is the reason why I don't give a fuck, bro. Because if I say some crazy shit when I got 10,000 subscribers, and then somehow if I get 1 million subscribers and I'm still saying some crazy shit, y'all know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have canceled me at 10,000 subscribers. Y'all could have canceled me anytime.
What if something you said got misconstrued? Like what if there was somebody on TikTok? What if there was somebody on TikTok that like
cut my shit up?
They cut what you set up. Do you feel the need to go and explain, or would you just be like, nah,
you got it?
No. Of course I would make a video on it, but at the end of the day, you know how the masses are. They just want to hear what they want to hear.
They want drama.
You know what I'm saying?
They want controversy.
So like the world loves mess. Like the world loves to like see a mess. They love to look at breakups and people's downfalls.
It's like when you get accused of something, it's almost
downfall.
When you get accused of something, it's almost like you did it. Even if you go to court and you're proven innocent, it's like that's still on you. That accusation is almost like fact. It's like it is what it is. Yeah. So like if like people spread some lies about you or cut up a clip, you can make a video, clear your name, but you still did it to them.
Well, the thing is, I mean, there's a law to that. It's called slander.
Everybody's not going to do their due diligence. Go seek the facts.
Forgive them.
You know, a lot of people are not even going to watch the video. Yeah. They're going to not like him, see that he dropped the video, and then just keep scrolling and be like, fuck this guy.
I mean, it's defamation of character. It's like, you're manipulating
Johnny Depp and shit, bro.
Yeah, like if you're manipulating like, the clips and stuff, and that's not what you said, and you have somebody that's trying to portray you in that way, that's defamation of character, and you can sue. But the thing is, I mean,
basically, at the end of the day, what AJ's trying to say, why he doesn't give a fuck about being canceled, I guess, because this man is over here wild.
Fuck.
Why do you slide up like that?
Bro, this man
I'm
got
getting
aggressive.
mad, bro.
Damn, this is not our equipment. What's going to happen if you break it? Come on, bro. Be mindful.
I'm not gonna break it.
Honest to honest conversation. Come on. No, I'm playing.
it.
No, but like basically what I guess what he's trying to say is like he's at the point now, and I feel like a lot of people should be at the point now where they have accepted who they are now, and what they're saying in the moment is because that's who they are and that's their truest thoughts and feelings on certain perspectives, whether that be right in the future or whether that be right in the moment, is like whatever is to each his own. Basically, like no one's really right, no one's really opinions are opinions, but like what you said is what you said, basically. So like you can't take it back. So you gotta be mindful of what you say, bro. Like and certain shit like that. Like you can't just be out here like obviously your opinion is your opinion, but you can't be out here like mindlessly saying everything that's on your mind.
You have to
like
be
that.
appropriate.
Yeah, you be
some
appropriate.
crazy
You have to
stuff,
be appropriate and shit like that. But you also have to have obviously that filter in the back of your mind that's just like, is this really what I'm thinking right now? Or is this just something that just popped in my head at the moment I have to say?
Yeah, because
so it's just like
because it's like
at the end of the
you
day,
know,
it's just like,
I have pure intentions. I don't mean no harm or anything like that. As long, you know what I'm saying? Because I know myself. I know that things come from like a pure intention. I know I mean no you know evil by it or anything like that. Like I don't ever like want to hurt somebody's feelings or anything like that. But but I do want to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the truth does hurt, but you know, if I could, I would like to put it in the most loving way as possible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, try to soften the blow as much as possible.
Criticism and critiques, especially if it's on like
but that makes
social
you better.
Media makes critiques and like critics and people that go against the yes men and shit like that. Cause like nowadays it's just like everyone like group thinks. Like you love that word. You use that word a lot, like group think.
What are you trying to come at me now?
No, I'm just saying like in general, like social media is basically like a big fucking collaborate like,
echo chamber.
Echo chamber. Like
and
people are just regurgitating information they heard from so and so. Agreeing.
And nobody's doing their due diligence and to like see really, if stuff is really what it is.
So it's just like when that one person or that couple people that have opinions that are kind of against the grain or negative, or like constructive criticism, stuff like that, people don't want to hear it because they're just like, that's stupid because I have 30 other people that say this is the right way or this is the right thought. When it's just like, no, it's not. Everyone has a opinion. Like have your own thoughts, have an opinion. Opinions are opinions. Your thoughts are your own thoughts. You shouldn't like be regurgitating everyone's information. Where's your individuality? Where's your independency from all these things that go on? Like
because now there's like this movement of like toxic positivity. I don't know if you see
toxic positivity.
Toxic positivity.
Talk about it.
So what like you ever seen like you ever followed a girl and all her like friends and girlfriends be like boosting her head up and shit like that with hard eyes, be like, oh babe you high, oh babe you this you that, you know, in reality, she ain't really, you know what I'm saying, all that, you know what I'm saying, but in her head, you know what I'm saying, you boosting her head up, you know what I mean, and it's just like she be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like everything's good,
and so now,
and then it makes somebody delusional, you know what I'm saying, which doesn't help somebody out. It like being delusional doesn't help somebody out. So like hearing those negative things or hearing the truth where it hurts, like that shit could help you out. Like your haters could be like the best thing that's ever happened.
No, that's a good thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like that negative
not
shit,
necessarily a bad thing.
It's not.
Haters could be there to keep you grounded, bro.
Right. Even though
they could be that, like a hater is a hater.
I'm not rocking.
Well, I mean, it depends on the type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like
the type of energy they're on.
You know, even if it comes from a bad place, you know what I'm saying? It can still help you out. Make more enemies than friends.
That's what you do with it.
Yeah,
make more enemies than friends because enemies are gonna tell you what's wrong with you.
But I'm saying like, if someone, I mean, haters is such a thrown around word. Basically, anyone that doesn't agree with you or like what you do can be seen as a hater. But like what you're saying, if someone like on the girls theoretical girls are hypothetical, I guess a hypothetical girls post all these heart eyes and stuff like that. If someone wants to be like, you don't even look that good, she's gonna be like, man, you a hater, you a hater, you a hater. But like if you see it as been like, dang, like why does this person feel this way? And then you look at yourself, you be like, you can keep yourself right. Like it's a sense of humility. Like, people need humility. And when you're getting a constant like ego boost from people, get a constant like,
and it makes you delusional.
It makes you like feel like you're the shit. Yeah. And you don't have no one there to humiliate you and or to bring you back to ground. So that is why there are haters, but like you have to have that sense of ground because like where else are you gonna get it from at that point?
Because
like where else are you gonna get it from?
Because then friends, it's just your like close family.
I know, but like
you can keep somebody grounded and keep them and allow them to have humility by not necessarily saying hurtful, negative things.
Friends and family,
you guys can keep me grounded by us having a real genuine conversation.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, oh, you're fat.
No.
Oh, your fit's trash.
No.
Honestly, people should mind their own business.
Yeah, they should mind their own business.
Why are you even commenting on somebody's
if you
stuff?
don't like them.
Taking the energy to comment something negative is so stupid.
Yeah.
No.
I don't care about being grounded. I can get grounded from my family. I don't need to be grounded from you.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I know that. Friends, but I'm saying there's those
I don't
things.
need no skater boy 445 telling me that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, who are you?
No,
but
I
you have no advy. You have no profile.
But the thing is, what people are doing now is they're saying like, oh no, fuck these haters, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna do me, and then they don't listen to haters at all, and they just stuck in the same place. But if you take that moment to, just as you were saying, like be grounded and like be like, yo, well maybe like what is he saying? You know what I'm saying? And really like try to think about it. You can actually improve yourself.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
But for example, Logic. That man fell off. He was getting corny. Everyone started hating him. He had all these haters and shit like that. People was coming at him. His recent project, obviously I only listened to a little bit, but he had DJ Premier on it. It wasn't that bad. It's probably because he listened to some of the haters, bro. And it's true. Like it's like Logic's the type of person, like he's a very emotional person from what I can sense. So it's like the haters did get to him to the point where it really it got him depressed. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure there was those people that were constructive criticism with here to keep him grounded or whatever, blah, 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 to be like, yo, like, we missed the OG or like we need you to do better. And then I guess he just took that. But
that's the right word, constructive criticism. Hate isn't
correct.
Well, but I'm saying
constructive criticism
was trying to say
is amazing for friends and family.
But
sometimes people don't know how to put it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, some people though, no matter what you do though, hate can just be the energy they want to come with. Because they're unhappy with their own lives.
Yes.
Sometimes there's nothing constructive but hate. Because a lot of times hate is just hate and you can't do nothing with it.
But sometimes
even if you gave them what they wanted, they would still find something else to say.
Yeah. Yes, but
I don't even address it. Like I don't even want to look at it.
So sometimes when you hear a hate comment, you can know what's like true and what's false.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But it depends on how much it hurts you. And I'm going to tell you, like, it's painful going through a process and improving yourself. It is painful.
Right.
Because if somebody, like, if you see a hate comment and if something's really getting under your skin, it's probably true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have to have that, like, damn, why does it hurt so much?
That's true.
You have to be like, well, damn, what can I do to, like, improve that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you can improve that. But you have to have, the knowledge and, to know, like, how to improve that. And you also have the wisdom to know, like, what you can and cannot change. With friends and family, a lot of times they don't want to tell you certain things because they want to be your friends and family.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like you have to have
and it takes a special type of person
a special type of
to give you that constructive criticism.
It's gonna have to be there to keep you grounded and have constructive criticism because like you're saying, like you don't want a group of yes men.
Right.
Like everyone can have a group of yes men. You can have all supporters and stuff like that. But there's no one like if you're just constantly getting people to feed into you and like, hype you up and be yes man, agree with everything that you're going, there's that point where you're gonna get
but
to
a
like,
real friend isn't a yes man.
Yeah, I know that's what we're saying.
But being a no man isn't hate.
No, because we all like you can have a friend who's just like, all right, this nigga just keep being negative. He just always been a hater. You know what I'm saying? Then you could like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like I don't want to hang out with him no more. Like, he's real tripping. A
real friend isn't necessarily a yes man. I don't view that as a yes man.
Yeah.
A real friend's gonna keep it a stack, but you can keep it a stack without being hateful.
No, and put it in a good way. But not everybody has that skill. Like to be like it's
rare
a skill
to find people
to
that
have
will tell you that shit is bad.
Right.
Like it's rare to find friends.
But the thing is, he won't put it like, yo, that shit is bad. Like he'll be like, you know what? I think you could do this or that to make it better.
I think
not really.
It depends.
It really depends on.
It also depends on who the person is. Everybody can't be coached the same.
Yeah.
If you was playing a sport, not everybody wants to be yelled at and like.
Right.
Sometimes the best coaching is going over to somebody and being like, hey man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
Everybody is coached differently.
Right.
So sometimes it takes understanding your friend and be like, all right, well, this friend I can talk like that with. But this is trash. You gotta do better. Another friend you might gotta come a little bit softer.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a
Most
bad thing.
definitely.
It's just everybody's different.
Yeah.
But going back to the toxic positivity thing,
Mhm.
I can see how
Wait, what?
toxic positivity.
Oh, okay.
Toxic
thought I said?
You
positivity.
said like posse,
Bro, fuck you, bro.
Toxic positivity.
But
said
going back to
positivity.
that, I basically I kind of understand what you were trying to say with how that can make people delusional. I guess it's more so like an ego boost thing. Like Kanye doesn't have right now anyone to be like, shut the fuck up.
Word.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
if you do,
that's what I'm
he gonna
saying.
treat you like Kid Cudi.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's people that get to that point where now, if you say no, even if you are their friend in a good way, they're like, "What are you talking
Bro,
about?"
you seen in the Kanye doc, bro.
But that's what I'm
that
saying.
man Cudi was scared. He was like, when I seen Kanye,
Yeah.
last time,
So it's like,
last time I seen Kanye, I didn't know what to say.
He said I was afraid because I know Kanye, but I never met
Yo,
Yeezy.
why
when Kanye,
I never
why
met
y'all sound
Yeezy.
just
when
like him,
Kanye
bro?
called me TK, it had me hot.
But
But I just didn't know when I was gonna see Kanye
yeah,
again. When I went to see his mom Donda, Kanye.
I see
that's
that
just
man
my favorite
Kanye.
part. Though. My favorite part is literally when he's like,
like that,
it's
man.
just funny. It's just so funny.
When I see that man Kanye.
When I see
Kanye.
Yeah, no, it's just mad.
Yo, shout out to Cudi, bro.
Bro, facts.
When I see that
Nah,
man Kanye.
that's my favorite part of that whole documentary. Bro. It's always stuck in my head. It's just like when he's just like, man, I was kind of nervous because like I know I've met Kanye, but I never met
Kanye.
I never met Yeezus. But basically, like people get to that point,
Yeah.
and I think that's what he was basically saying, that like there is that toxic positivity
Right.
to that point where like people get such an ego high, and then they become this person that you can't tell no to.
Right.
And even if you try to, they're like, no,
Yeah.
like you're wrong, I'm right.
Yeah.
And
It's
that's
narcissism.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, I guess what I was trying to say with the whole thing is like, you need people in general to have you to be grounded and to humiliate you, or like have that sense of humility. Like you
Yes.
need someone to bring you back down to earth, and literally either type of person like Kanye, he needs to get his ass beat. Like that's what I think he needs.
Wow.
Like
Some people do need to get
no,
punched
that's what
in
I'm
the face.
saying. Like some people
Sometimes it
that's what
takes
I'm
getting
saying,
punched
like-
in the face one good time.
yeah, like I'm saying like
Why you-
nah. I'm sorry, Kanye about to end up beating my ass. I'm gonna
Don't
be on
hit
the Instagram.
Kanye. Don't
I'ma
hit
have
Kanye.
it. Nah, yeah, don't hit Kanye. But I'm saying like in general, metaphorically speaking, like he needs someone to be like really sit him down and be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get your life together. Like, you know, a person like that to really like someone to match his energy. Cause right now he's just like,
It's a top dog.
But
Yeah,
like
he's
what?
like-
but what is he doing wrong?
he's not doing nothing wrong. It's just too much, bro.
Like-
There's a difference between like speaking out about certain things and like getting your opinion out. And then there's like a scenario where it gets like out of hand, and now you're
I'll
just
tell you
like
what he's doing
going
wrong.
on rants and crazy shit. I don't know.
He's a
bro.
grown man, so he can do what he wants.
He is a grown ass.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a man, as a real person, there's certain ways you handle things.
Yeah.
It seems to be very sporadic. If you say like there was a misunderstanding, a miscommunication between me and you, I thought you were gonna be somewhere and you didn't show up,
Mm-hmm.
or you came late.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be real of me to screenshot the text and then put it as my like on my page and with a long caption like calling you out your name? Or could we have a conversation offline?
Of course,
Yeah.
you can have a
That's
conversation.
what
offline.
Kanye does.
That's
Yeah.
what he be doing.
You
He
might
be
be
wilding
you
like
might
that.
be you might be
So
friends with
bad.
him one day and then
Yeah.
wake up one morning and you're blasted and you didn't even know. Like you just seen him last week and everything was great.
Right.
He did that to Big Sean. He did to Kid Cudi. He did to Kim. Like he does it a lot. I feel like that's something he needs to work through.
Yeah.
But he's a grown man.
But how we talked about with therapy, it's up to him. He has to see the problem. It's just like an addict.
Yeah.
Like if a drug addict doesn't see why he needs to be off cocaine and doesn't see how it's ruining his family and shit like that, like it's not like he's not gonna change.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
It all comes down to self, bro. Like it literally, that's like the highest, like the hardest glass ceiling to break is for you to like be able to go through this, for you to like, be aware or like literally take that extra step. To,
Right.
to
This episode is
make
about
that change.
self-awareness. Like
Yeah.
this whole time we talked about basically self-awareness.
Yeah,
It stems back to it
because yeah.
in like every aspect. How do y'all feel? Like, do y'all feel like this was? I feel like for our first time sitting down, the chemistry is great. I mean, we are friends.
Was ending? No,
I mean, yeah,
don't
it
know.
is.
All right, yeah.
143.
All right, bet.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah. So honestly, I mean, if y'all got anything to get off your chest, now is the time. You want to talk about your love life?
Nah,
I can be a
why you looking at me?
therapist.
Dang, look at AJ. He's been going through it.
I'm good.
I mean,
G.
I guess we can go through like
Let's do it like this. Last
Closing
words.
statements.
Everybody gets a last message. If you just want to promote something, you want to say something inspirational. If there's a
what is this, hot ones?
song that you've been listening to, like just whatever random you feel you want to say it. We're starting the Pretty Boy.
I love you guys, man. Know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
That's it.
That's it.
He just felt like he said enough. He's demoralized.
I'm good.
Nah, I'm playing.
I'm good, man. I got everything off my chest.
I hope so.
This was
Listen, guys,
This
you know
was
what I'm
great.
saying? I'm looking to this camera. You know what I mean? We've been talking about this for a little while, and we're
Right.
finally doing it. So I just want to encourage, if you have that idea in the back of your head, something that you've been scared, you've been hesitant to do, maybe you're just putting it off because you know it's going to take a lot of time because you have a certain way you want it to look. Just start, bro. Just do
Yeah.
it because that's what we're doing right now. It feels
Just
good.
do it. Yeah.
You know what I
This
mean?
is good. Like, and this wasn't even our concrete. We just wanted to feel things out. But
You're talking in my
well.
final message.
My fault. My fault. I'm sorry.
Yo, what is going, niggas?
I'm sorry.
Bro? Yo, just do it, man. That's all I gotta say. Just do it. Word to Nike. All right, go.
I don't got nothing else to say now. I'm embarrassed.
Come on, bro.
I got
Say
humiliated. But back to the humility.
Say something.
This
bro.
hater right here grounded me, bro.
Say something,
I don't got
bro.
nothing
Please.
to say, man. Nah. Basically, what I would like to say, I guess, is like to piggyback off what Lo said or Jordan.
Low.
What Lo said
No.
is,
Yeah.
man, self-awareness is key.
Yes.
Consistency is key. Breaking that glass ceiling, whatever it takes for you to try to break the glass ceiling from preaching and thinking about things to actually doing and putting into action is something that you need to just get up and do. There's no thought process behind it. Like the
Yeah.
more you think about something, the more you yearn, or the more you try to make things perfect in a certain way, the more you're gonna just stop yourself from doing it, psych yourself out, even scare yourself, think it's not a good idea anymore. So you just gotta
Done
get
is
up.
better than perfect.
You just gotta get up and just fucking do it, bro, and like just break that glass ceiling. And then from there, you just have to be able to not make sure the fucking another glass ceiling like appears. You know, you have to stay consistent, make sure you broke all the way through. You don't want to just like break through with like a finger. You want to have your whole body through the glass ceiling, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, do little certain steps. You got to make sure you're being consistent with it. You're out here doing it. Practicing what you preach is the main thing. Self-awareness, mental health, all this shit. You just got to make sure you're disciplined. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was a great. I love this space. Shout out.
Boom. Shout out.
This is
You know
what
really
I'm
nice
saying?
space.
Cast Labs.
It's amazing.
Who got the best fit before you go?
Oh yeah, it's Fashion Week. So what you got on, AJ? Fashion
I
Week. What
took
you got
off
on,
my
bro?
shoes. I got these
Okay.
like
All right.
combat
on,
boots
bro?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Nigga H&M.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Okay.
I forgot these pants.
It don't matter. You look good though, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah, all black. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Word.
H&M.
All right.
Really
boom.
moving like a model.
You know what I'm
got on?
saying? So we got the cap, new era. You know what I'm saying? I got
Okay.
that Collection 101. Shout out Collection 101. Those are dogs.
Fire.
Fire, boxy, cropped. You know what I'm saying? Just fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Airbrush. You know what I mean?
All right.
Then I got the
Yeah, I fucks with those shoes though.
I got the nice denim washed.
Facts. I
You know
feel
what I'm saying? Got a
They
little
can't see the feet.
got a
Yo.
little flare action.
You gotta show them
Yeah,
shoes.
stand
Them
up.
jumps, them
Whoa.
jumps crazy.
What are you about to do? Put your whole foot up? Yo.
You know what I'm
Them
saying?
jumps fresh.
We got the high rollers on the feet.
What the fuck is
Shout out to,
happening?
House
God
Phone.
damn.
Shout out to House Phone. We got the high rollers on the feet. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I know I'm the flyest. Y'all ain't gotta tell me. But
This man stole my whole colorway talking about he's the flyest. I'm pastel poppy. I wear all the pink, all the baby blues. Look what this man got on, bro.
you know what I'm saying? We got the ring, we got the tat. Come on, bro. This is hitting different today.
Bruh, I got the bandeezy on. You know what I'm saying? Looking like Nigo. You know what I'm saying? But I am Nigo's son. I'm better than Nigo. And then
Wow.
I got a Lollapalooza, vintage Lollapalooza shirt on.
1994.
This shit, the
Before your
graphic
time.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Before I was born. I don't want to get up, bruh. I don't know what you was doing. And then I got the Pharrell super colors on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
I'm a product of Pharrell and them, bro. And then like two-tone pants. I don't know, bro. I
I
don't know.
bet.
That's what I got on.
That's the
Nah,
pod.
nah.
Peace. We'll catch y'all in the next edition.
Fire.
See ya, man. Yeah. Yeah.